Shut the fuck up! Shut up! Shut up, you fucking liar! It's people can pay me money to
put destiny in the fucking ground.
Jesus.
In a video game.
Wow, Lawson Harrison. Welcome to the $100 Dono Club. He said, I hate the person Max is talking to. Fuck. I want to watch this, but I also want to watch this video first. We'll see what this Mr. Girl shit's about.
Shut up! Shut up, you fucking liar!
Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation.
It's people can pay me money.
Part of me wants to tell you that I'm here to bring my hot takes to the debate stage, to be part of the new age of internet debaters, to put destiny in the fucking ground.
Jesus.
In a video game. But honestly, for now, I'm just trying to bring some goofs and have a way to pay for booze in college that isn't reading snuff stories on Fiverr. Her warm bridge grazed his bulging cock and a knot let out a soft moan. I'm Harrison, 20 years old. I got into a decent uni in the US, saw the $200,000 price tag, and now I live in socialist Germany. So on that faithful night of August 13th, I decided that it was my time to break into the big leagues and chat with one of the big boys. So I donated $12 to Destiny and sat in his waiting room for 3 hours, all for nothing. There are a bunch of people, this many people just in the tier 1, 18 people in the tier 2. You know, this is just like real life. A rich motherfucker doesn't give a shit if he drives over, a nail. I do, because I'm poor as fuck. So I moved on to the medium-sized boys and was able to get in. And that's where we are now. Hello?
Hey, I'm fucking talking to the super chat for a second. I see you though.
Oh, did I ask? Come on, man. I mean, this is part of what I'm gonna talk about is that, how do you call this a bombastic show, man? Like...
Bro, I want to answer this super chat.
Go ahead. I'll allow it.
Fucking hell. I'm not screaming at Lav because I hate her. That's not hate. That's it's like frustration. You fucking prick. Okay, you rude fuck. What do you want?
Okay, yeah. First of all, bringing some energy back into the show. Okay.
Yeah, pull up a chair here. What's up?
Okay. Fuck. Yeah, so I think you're becoming Brittany Simon, the thing you hate the most.
I don't think Brittany Simon
is
the thing I hate the most, but continue. I don't hate Brittany Simon. I like Brittany Simon.
In this moment, I knew I fucked up. So basically, you're supposed to bring up a topic to talk to Mr. Girl about. And my main point was that he's fallen into this smaller streamer grind set where he relies on simps and parasocial landies to fund him. A couple of easy solutions would be to take sponsorships and maybe hire an editor like Destiny does for his streams. He's also a good example because he treats his donors like the chatter scum that they are. Max, on the other hand, seems to have a soft spot in his heart for them and tries to give them more of an e-friend experience rather than a paid interview slot like Destiny. So keep that in mind as I continue to get slapped around.
I'm definitely afraid of becoming Brittany Simon, that's true, but I don't hate her.
Okay. Well,
I hate Dr. K.
It wasn't that deep.
I hate Dr. K way more than I hate Brittany Simon.
Wait, let me go turn my AC on. There's like an eco mode on my AC, and if you don't walk by the fucking thermostat, it shuts off. It's really fucking annoying.
Someone did commit suicide because of what Brittany said about them being level 1. Would you hate her as much as Dr. K?
No.
Why not?
Because she's not parading around credentials. If that happened, I would hate the platform more than I would hate Brittany Simon. I hate the people who are in power and who know better. I don't like that everyone's taking as little responsibility as they possibly can. Dr. K knows better. In order to get his license, he had to prove that he knows better. There's a fucking board that says, prove that you understand this if you want this license. Understand the meaning of the doctor-patient relationship and the sanctity of the boundaries around the doctor-patient relationship. Prove it. Shut the fuck up. Shut up. And then he uses
I don't want to fuel your Dr. K hate boner. This is not what this is about, okay?
And he uses that to exploit people. That's completely different from Brittany Simon.
But... let's say Brittany Simon, that were to happen to Brittany Simon, I feel like maybe this is just a cope for you, since you kind of do something in the same vein as Brittany Simon. You wouldn't want to see yourself as a monster like her if that were to happen to her. I feel like what she does with her program and talking to people is kind of similar. I think you're kind of
Similar
just
to
as a
what?
streamer having a skewed perspective.
You think that what I am doing or have done is similar to charging people $250 an hour with the goal of having conversations that improve their lives privately over an extended period of time?
Kind of. That's actually what I wanted to talk about. So I feel like you're like a vampire. You suck these people in. You lure these people in with these rational ideas. You're like this kind of wacky dude, and then you offer this Patreon. You have this Patreon where if you pay a little bit per month, you can get into an exclusive live stream and ask you, the leader, some questions.
That's true, but
You know,
have you been to any of my Patreon live streams?
Yeah.
Okay, but the questions are usually or almost always about what I'm working on. I feel like it's usually like
you haven't not answered a single one of them, and you answer every single person's. That's actually
I
another
do.
critique of mine. You
I
don't
do, but
know
if-
when
but
to
if people
stop with people.
Well, I think if people started asking questions about their personal lives, I don't think I would get too involved in that. I think I have said like I don't know or I'm not going to answer that. I do read every single question and acknowledge every single question because there's usually only like 20 people there. It's kind of awkward in a live stream with 20 people watching to just skip people's
Like you said, you don't answer all of them. That's because some of them get like weirdly close to you. They want advice on some really personal shit that I think is kind of weird. What do you think about that? What do you think?
Well,
when
I think you just said that I
comes
do
in
answer
here-
every. I think you just said I answer every single one, and now you're saying that I don't answer every single one because it would be inappropriate or irresponsible to answer some of them.
Do you answer the question? No. Do you answer what? Do you respond to them? Yes. I meant respond.
Okay, but a lot of times my response is I'm not going to answer that. Do we agree on that? I think.
I wouldn't say a lot of the time, but yeah, it's probably
Well, a lot of the times that people ask me 99% of questions people ask me are about myself, what I think of the topic I'm researching, what I think of what I'm working on, what is coming out next, what do you think of that conversation you had with X person? Like that's the type of shit that I talk about in the Patreon live streams, right?
Yeah,
It's not.
We'll
Not.
give you
It's
that,
not.
but let's swap it over
Yeah,
to.
I think you should give me that because it's completely different from a conversation that I'm having privately with people about. Tell me about your life. How's your sex life? Or how's your fitness? How's your health? How's your mental health? Like, what's your job like?
Max, I'm setting something up right now. This is just
that's
a part
fine.
of it.
That's fine. You should
Okay.
learn how to set things up without derailing the thing you're setting up by being like, so as part of my setup, I want you to acknowledge that like you're a murderer. Like, no, I don't acknowledge that, and like,
Okay.
you can't smuggle in insane premises like the conversations in my because now a lot of people are not subscribed to my Patreon, so they're gonna think, oh shit, Mr. Girl is having conversations with people where he gives them advice in his Patreon. That's exactly what Brittany Simon is doing, but that's not true at all. It's just a live stream that you
You're
have
giving
to
people attention.
Shut the fuck up! Shut up! Shut up! You fucking liar! It's people can pay me money
Hey, man.
to get an extra live stream that is 1 hour long every 2 weeks about what I'm working on and generally chatting what movie. Have I seen X movie? Blah, 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 whatever. Just the same shit that I talk about with the chat, except you pay me. That's it. It's not me giving people advice or talking them through my insane belief system where some people should die, or me saying it's going to improve your mental health or anything. It's not anything remotely like that. And you insinuating that it is stupid and wrong. Okay, go ahead, continue.
Well, if anybody in the chat wants to check it out, it's patreon.com, Mr. Girl. Make your own informed decision. Okay, so I only brought this up because the very first Patreon live stream that I participated in, I saw like multiple people getting weirdly personal. It did happen. I'll include some clips if I can find some.
Another $500 from Daniel Brockman. Thank you. I really appreciate it. I spend maybe $10,000 per month on workers, and I spend maybe 40 hours per month talking to workers, and I'm very doubtful that talking to therapists would make any dent on improving this. I'll try going to therapy out of respect for you. Oh, $10,000 per month on sex workers.
Yeah.
You might as well throw a couple bones to a therapist, buddy. I'll try going to therapy out of respect for you and that you always recommended it, but I really doubt it will do anything, but here's some more money. Thank you.
So take that as you will. I'm not
Uh-oh.
going to say anything more about that. But you have to admit that it does give people more access to you. Maybe
Yes.
I said something wrong there. I slipped up a little bit. I did not mean to insinuate that. But
It is
my
it is a
point was that
level of
it gives
access
you
to me that
direct
you get.
access. Yeah.
Yes. The more money you give me, the more access you have to me to a point. If you're a patron and you message me, when I do my every 2 weeks, I message all the new patrons and tell them how to come to the patron only live stream. If you message me and you're a patron, I'll probably respond to your message at that point. If you're a $1 a month patron, I'm probably less likely to respond. It's true. The more you pay, the more access you have, but that caps
Damn,
out
savage.
like once a week. And it's not going to be too personal, no matter how much money.
Yeah, you're just giving them a little taste. You're giving them enough to be hooked, but never being completely satiated, because you can't completely satiate them. You have so many viewers. It's
When I
too
don't
far. You
want
can't be
to.
friends with everybody, you know. So
I don't want to be friends with. I'm not going to be friends with anybody for money.
But do you not think hosting this show and having these Patreon live streams kind of all funnels people to the Max is our friend or leader, or you know, we have direct access to this man? Like, isn't that
I think it
harmful?
funnels some.
Don't you think it's harmful?
I think it's harmful to some people. I have like 220 patrons, and 20 of them show up to my live streams. So I think if most of my patron support was coming from people who are really desperate to try to be my friend or connect with me emotionally, we'd probably see more than a 10% turnout. I think most people who sign up to my Patreon are just like, he's cool and I want to give him money because I support.
But do you
what
not
he's
see how
doing.
this could maybe like turn into, like, people have gambling addictions. People get the taste of
Absolutely.
gambling.
I
And
think
it's a
it's
vice,
addictive. I
and-
think it's addictive to some people. Like the biggest donation I've gotten in the stream was a guy who paid $100 to say, this is how much I don't like the person you're talking to. So,
which is
as
fair.
far-
But you,
but
you
that,
said
but like,
that,
does that have parasocial vibes to you?
Well, I think, for example,
Yes or
someone.
no? No,
you said
shut
you
the
would-
fuck up. Shut up. I'm gonna kick you if you want to answer this question. Does this super chat have parasocial vibes to you? Here's $100. I don't like the
I
person
think
you're
the
talking
fact
to.
that it's so much money, I would say yes.
Does the chat itself have parasocial vibes to you? The message.
I would stick by yes.
How so?
I feel that. Well, I would say like there's like an in group that understands, but you can say that about anything. But that yeah, okay, I'll give you that as well. Oh my god, you're winning here. You're steamrolling me. But you have these people. Some of them are
I
addicted.
acknowledge. I acknowledge that there's a subset of people who. I saw people talking about this in the Discord. They were like, "I get a chill when Mr. Girl reads my super chat." Some people
Yeah,
are
those are the
paying- some
addicts.
peop-
Yeah, those are some of the
yes,
addicts here.
Some people are paying me for attention that they have a strong physiological, exciting response to, and it's probably addictive. And that addiction is monetized by YouTube and by me. I agree. My question is, you are making it sound like that's most people, and everything we type here is parasocial. It's a spectrum. Okay, yes, that obviously. That's
Yeah,
true.
yeah.
But my point is it parasocial to the point where we think it's harmful or bad or whatever we're gonna label it as? My sense from most super chatters is not that.
Wow, Lawson Harrison. Welcome to the $100 Dono Club. You are the biggest bouse of the day. He said, I hate the person Max is talking to.
I don't know if you've talked about this yet, but are you going to talk about the What is a Woman documentary? Also, I love you.
Maybe at some point. Sorry, let me catch up on donuts. I don't know why I shut them off. Or maybe not. Maybe never.
That I get they get chills from, and maybe I'm wrong, but not that.
I'm
that
so
they get
fucking
chills
tired
from-
of these endless sex and relationship talks. You want to know what is actually true and based. Women are temporary. Oh, GG stats are forever. You have still not reached them in this season, and it is the third split. Time to rise and grind.
Wow, based.
Andrew Tate once said his estranged sister is a hardcore feminist.
Cool. Thanks for that update, my dude. Everybody in chat is pogging for how excited we are to get that piece of information.
Wish slaps would be harder, JS.
Destiny, the only person fit for the internet, a career documentary.
When the most people hear is remark. When the most people
1 hour, 2 subscribers. What the fuck?
I hate the person Max is talking to.
Got the league stats pulled up in the cloud just in case.
Wait, where'd you go?
Me reading their chat, but that they either just want to give me money because they like what I'm doing, or they are like annoyed that I'm not addressing something, and they're like say this point, you're missing this point, or they're like, I just have a question, blah blah. I'm not saying it's harmless. I don't think streaming is harmless. I'm just saying I agree with you. If you say there's a subset of people that have a unhealthy fixation with wanting to be my friend and pay me to make it seem like I might be their friend, that's definitely true.
And so that's where I want to come in and give you a solution to this problem. I think you're very driven, but I think you're lacking a bit of ambition currently. I think that you're happy that you have this opportunity to stream, to get on panels, but I think you're destined for greatness. I think we could turn you into some of the one of the top streamers, you know, if you really
How so?
applied yourself. To
How?
me it seems like.
What do you suggest?
Hold the fuck up. Okay, just to reiterate, I think he could reduce the harm that he's causing to his community if instead of some whales or people that could be addicted, like he said himself, he relies more on smaller but wider contributions. He could cap individual contributions on the
Wait, why are you
stream.
saying this
He could
here? What
cap
did you say to
super
him?
chats,
What?
and these parasocial whale donors do exist, and it's probably bad for them. I guess in my opinion, I think everything on these platforms should be more of a show instead of showing people your real life. And by fleshing out a clips channel for himself, letting other people clip his videos, hiring an editor and stuff like that, he could increase his growth and not have to rely on parasocial Andes. Okay, first of all, you need to get an editor, you need to have a clips channel, get on TikTok, make a YouTube shorts channel, let people...
I'm banned from TikTok.
Okay, well, I bet all the other stuff is still an option, you know.
YouTube Shorts channel. What else?
YouTube Shorts channel.
Yeah.
Get an editor to cut up your live streams.
Are you frozen?
Spend more time on...
Wait.
Pick a...
What'd you say after getting an editor to cut up your live streams?
Nothing.
You just sat there in silence?
Yeah. I need to ground myself a little bit, you know?
Wait, what the
Okay,
fuck?
I'm gonna read these super chats. Read this and give me chills, Mr. Girl.
You guys are part of the fucking problem.
Just make it the extremes the norm and argument. Silly practice. Anyways, Dax/Joker, the best song ever or greatest song ever? Oh, you're gone. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. All right, what are you doing?
Are we ready?
For what?
For us to get you big, to get you popping. Part 2.
With
baby.
shorts?
No, not just that, but I have a couple of critiques. I'll just go bombastically through them real quick. Yeah, you need to cut people off of the call-in show. It gets so old. The whole chat is snoozing. Listen to the chat. Open the chat sometimes. This is bombastic. If people throwing the Z's in chat, you know, maybe it's time to kick them off. I feel like you're also not too consistent about not talking about other streamers. Even today, I think you talked about Vosh. You're not consistent about the bombastic nature of the show, which I guess you did say.
Do you think that me talking
you're
about
not...
other streamers inconsistently is hurting my career? No.
Well, I
you
think
don't think that.
your
You don't think
word
that? That's not really
has-
that's not really relevant to what you're saying. Okay, we're getting a lot of Z's in chat, motherfucker. So you better step it up.
I know. I thought that would happen. Yeah, I guess I got one last thing, and the Z's are really prominent here. Why do you do what you do here?
Didn't I have this
Why the
conversation
streaming
with somebody already?
and then the...
I think I had this entire conversation with somebody just now, didn't I?
Yeah, okay. Oh, yeah, by the way, those fucks, I was talking about my shit in the call-in room, waiting room. They just wanted to talk to you. They stole my ideas. It's travesty, especially these fucking... What's his name? This Tyler. What the fuck? Tyler's... Oh, God, he's delusional.
Tyler is a delusional asshole. Okay, well, thank you for calling. I
What was the point of this
appreciate your,
video?
concern for my
Is this parasocial?
success.
And while
Also,
I do care
happy
about
wins.
Mr. Grill's success, I care a lot more about my own. I'm going to be streaming every weekday on this channel from 10 to 12 PST to lube up my social skills. And if anybody watching this hosts panels,
Okay,
just send
now
me
I
a DM
understand.
on Twitter, and I'd love to take part in it and make a goofy video like this about your panel. Max,
story.
you need to talk to some younger people. Not too young, but...
I'll interview some kids. Thank you.